Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the new episode. So in this episode we're actually going to look at putting the Quest Addon components onto our player character so that we can start getting into quests and the quest system. So what I've done here is I've just started up a new scene. I'm going to call this one my quest scene, so I'm actually just going to save that one first. Save scene. Going to go to my scenes folder, and I'm going to call this one, excuse the car in the background, I've actually moved my computer into the shed and it doesn't cut out the background noise. So I'm going to call this one Quest Tester, because what we're doing here is instead of the player testing, we're actually just testing the quest sequences. So I'm going to click save on that. So now we've got that scene. Now to start up the new scene, what I did, I think I might have actually touched on this in an earlier video. If we can close down that, come down here to our game components, and we can click on play, and you see I've got the player model there, but what I actually want is I go to the scenes folder and I've got new scene essentials. I'm pretty sure I've spoken to this in the previous one where I set it up, but this is everything that I need to drag and drop into a scene to get my character working. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to select all of them and I'm just going to drag them. As soon as it starts to work, I'll drag them into the hierarchy. And there we go, we've got it set up. Now it should put it all at the 0 marker. No, it's not, because this is not set to 0. Just going to 0 that out. You can see our 0 point is just down here. I actually wanted to start back here because I'm going to have 2 phases to this quest. But I'm just going to play that and just test to make sure that that's got everything I need in order to run through. Oh, what have we done here? I think we might have doubled up on a camera. That's alright, let me just sort that out. So yes, if we get rid of that, we have third person camera in the scene, that's fine. We've got our player, we've got our event system. Everything should run fine now. There we go. And I haven't baked the lighting in this map here, so it'll look a little bit silly. And I might just turn down that audio output so it's not quite so clanky with the footsteps. It's a bit louder for me, so I'm just going to turn that down as well. But you should be able to hear me now. Fine. And okay, so we've got a little bit of rocks floating out of the map. Not too fussed about that there. And I'm actually just using Unity's standard tree stuff here, so I'm not using Vegetation Studio or any of the special assets I've got. I've just made a basic map to get a little bit of nice life. It's not quite as good as the Cinti Nature Pack that the Evil A's got on his YouTube channel, but I'm going to grab that pack one day, just not today. Alright, so that's working fine. Let's just pause that one. Alright, so much the same as in the video from the RPG add-on tutorial, we're going to start setting up our player. So we're going to click on this one here. He's got his split up into little subsystems and child objects and stuff like that. I'm just going to leave mine as the player is on top of itself. And I'm going to come down here. The first thing you need to do is to actually check the item manager. Now we've already got an item manager on ours, so when I open it up, I don't know why my computer is having such trouble today. Seems to be going really slow and no reason why. Now we've already been using the Shoot 'em Melee item list data, but that's all going to have to change soon. So what's going to happen here is we need to find the inventory prefab. So I need to go to the RPG pack, go to the prefabs list, and because we're using the shooter, we need to drag in the shooter to this section here. So it's going to use that one, and I believe the item list data will also need to change, or can it stay the same? Just going to double check that. No, that's fine. Okay, cool. So, sorry about that. So this is all going to be fine, which means that we can keep all this sword stuff, which is great. But what we're going to do now is we're going to add the first component for the quest component, and that is the quest component itself. So I'm just going to type quest in here, and we need to go v quest manager. So we open that up, and open that up. Yep, and you can see from here, it's got the quest list data, the item manager. So we're going to drag that item manager down in there. We're going to get our custom inventory, which again was the quest inventory shooter, I believe. And I just want to make sure that that's the same. Yep, the inventory prefab's all the same. That's cool. Minimize that again, and we're coming in here now. We need to create a new quest list data. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to minimize all these so we can see it. Go to our top folder, going to come up here to Invector, go to quests, and quest item collection, new quest list data. So the one down the bottom there. And we're just going to call this one here demo quest list. Oh, don't need to capitalize the E, but that's fine. And then we're going to come back to our player controller, and we're going to drop that in there. So now you can see that we've got our quests. We can get our quest filter. We haven't put in any quests yet, so we're going to click on here, edit quests in this list, and it's going to pop up this little window here, which is the quest editor. So let's pop that down here. I'm going to go ahead and create a new quest. This one is going to be called, you know what, we're actually going to set it up pretty much the same as what the Evil Eye's got in his one. So that'll just be our first quest. We're just going to have find Mr. Helpy. Oh. Find Mr. Helpy, and this is a discovery quest. Quest state. Obviously we leave that because that's going to update itself. Set as active quest initially, so this means that we get it as soon as we start the game. Our character will automatically have it. Quest provider, we don't need to put that in. Quest objective, find Mr. Helpy. Quest description, Mr. Helpy wants, I don't know why I did the apostrophe there, to help you. Go seek him out. And maybe we want to have yep, let's go with the click icon for that quest. That's fun. Okay, so that's all fine. We don't need to worry about that. So we're going to click on create. And now we've got our little Mr. Helpy discovery quest. We're also going to go ahead and create the next quest, which will be to kill the bandit. That's going to be an assassinate quest. Quest provider is going to be Mr. Helpy, but we'll sort that out later. Kill the bandit. This description: there is a bandit. You must kill him. And then the sprite for this we can have as the axe. I'm not going to use magic axes because that's just too much copying him, but we'll go with a regular axe. That should be fine. Assassinate object tag we want to put as an enemy. Item list for assassinate weapons. So that's if you need to have a certain or a specific weapon in order to kill them that you want for that. But we're just going to leave that blank. We don't need to do that. And we're just going to click open. So now we've got our two quests. That's all cool. So now we're going to make our quest NPC. Going to go here and go quests, create NPC. And that's going to open up our new window here. Make sure to select the FBX model and not a prefab already with components. Okay, cool. We're going to make sure that. So we got here a few different targets. What we want to do is we want to have a quest provider because we're actually going to use him to give us a quest. So we need to go find an FBX model, and we want to have shop a character. There we go. We've got a few guys. That's not how you spell bard, but that's fine. We'll go with that. We'll just give him a peasant look. It's not a humanoid, you reckon? Oh, that's interesting. You know what? I'm just going to leave that as it is, and I'm going to actually look through my folder for him. I don't need any of that. Polygon. Let's go with adventure, actually. Where's our models? Characters. This is going to be interesting. Well, too bad. I'm going to go for the prefab instead, so I apologise, but that's just how it's going to have to be. So this is Mr. Helpy. He's going to help us, and we want to just go with the standard controller because we're only really going to have the one idle animation anyway. Action text, we can get action text. Go to our scene, where's our action? V action text. Cool. So that's just the standard action text. So when you approach them, it will pop up with a thing over this so that you can activate them. Quest list, and we want to add our demo quest list. And we're going to click create. And now at the 0 factor, we've got our character who's here. So we'll just zoom in on him. As you can see, here's our little guy. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to move him into the position that I want him to be in. So I want him to be over here. And I'm going to then zoom in on that one. Alright, so that's our character, and we need to set up what we want to have on him. So again, this is the top model that we've got here. We leave that alone. If we want to change this name, which we can do, actually I'm going to change it now and anyway, just show you how to do that. So I'm just going to put in NPC underscore Mr. Helpy. And what I'm going to do before I close it, I'm going to Control C that. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go down to this one here. You need to actually make sure that this is the same name as the top level there. So I'm going to change this name to NPC Mr. Helpy, and that's updated. That's cool. And we're going to go down here, quest provider, disable collision, disable gravity, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about any of that. Quests filter, we need it to be an assassinate quest. Kill the bandit, add. So what this means here is that we can actually use this to get a new quest. So we've done that. Now what we need to do is we need to set up the trigger that will go off when our player gets towards him to say that yes, you've found Mr. Helpy. So that's to finish our first quest. So what we're going to do there is we are going to close that up, and we're going to go back up to here. We're going to go quests, create NPC. This time we're actually going to do a discover quest target. It requires an FBX model, does it? I don't know if it does actually. We'll try it without it and we'll see how we get from there. So quest and quest manager. Does that change when we? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Alright, you know what? We're not going to use that for now. I'm actually just going to. It's just going to be easier to make an empty prefab. I don't want it on the terrain. Just want it to be where it is. It'll be set to 0 and 0, and I'm going to add a sphere collider, because I do like the way the half spheres work. Going to move it over here. Going to edit our collider. We don't even have to do that, actually we can just set the radius. So you walk in here and this will do, we're going to set that to a trigger, and we're going to set the layer to triggers. And we're going to set on here, just go a quest target. There we are. So quest, we need to find our quest list, which was in our top folder. Show quests in the hierarchy. So now when we drop down, you can see we've got the 2 quests in here. So we need to come to our game object, which I'm now going to rename as discover target Helpy. Just going to name it so I know what it is when it's in the hierarchy. And we're going to drag find Mr. Helpy on it. And I don't believe we need to set any of this just yet. So what I'm going to do now is I am not actually going to start it because I forgot we need to sort out the HUD. So let's go and do that now. Come down here, go to our prefabs, we've got the quest HUD. We're going to drag that into our scene, and no, sorry, that's the wrong one to put through. My apologies. It's the UI that we want to do because it's the same UI as the other one, but it's just got a few extra bits on it. So we're going to get the item collection display and the quest HUD because as you can see, everything else is already there. So we're going to drag that and child it to this object. Continue, that's fine. We'll leave the rest of the stuff. Again, in his other video, we are just going to leave it because we're not dealing with the XP system yet. And delete that out. And leave that in. And now we're going to give it a quick go. See how this works. So as you can see now, it says find Mr. Helpy accepted because we've automatically accepted the quest. And in the top left-hand side there, it's got find Mr. Helpy, find Mr. Helpy. So if I click start, I don't know, does that actually fade? No, it looks like it stays there. So it's like a quest tracker. That's pretty cool. We've also got now in our UI, we've got the quest menu system, so we can open that up, and you can see there we've got now Find Mr. Helpy. And I'm just gonna, can't decline it, but we've already got it set as an active quest, so we don't have to worry about that. It's gonna click back, back, back. And as you can see now, we're gonna run down here. Here's Mr. Helpy. Hopefully once I hit this sphere collider, Find Mr. Helpy complete. So there you go. So that's all you have to do to get that discovery quest done. You just need to set up a trigger collider, and once you hit that collider, it will automatically complete the quest that's selected. So now we want to talk to him and gather our new quest. So if I come close enough to him, I'm going to have to increase that that collider on him, because I don't think standing face to face like this is really what I want. I can also push him around. It looks like he's got a rigid body. Might want to make it so that I can't actually do that in case I cause some sort of problem in the game. But as you can see now, we've got a new quest description. There is a bandit, you must kill him. Okay, no worries, I'll take that quest. Kill the bandit, accepted. Cool. So now we've got that quest, but there's obviously no bandit to kill, so let's start setting that one up. Now, let me just quit out of that. Alright, so let's get that sorted. We're going to drop in a standard enemy now. What we're going to do is actually go straight to Invector AI Controller Beta. Going to look for the prefabs, and we've got a basic melee armed, AI melee, just going to drop him in there. So he's already got health, he's already tagged as enemy and enemy, but we might have to put a target on him. But let's just see how to do that for now, see whether that actually plays through, whether I can punch, can't I? Yes, I can. And I can also equip a sword. I should have a sword. I'll show you some of the other swords that I made as well, because I already put in the 3 different swords, 3 levels. So here's my rusty sword, here's my common sword, and here's my fancy sword. So I'm going to keep with that one at the moment. So find Mr. Helpy, we run up here. Now we've located him, that's cool. Got to talk to him, we're going to get to kill the bandit quest. Get out of that, we've accepted it. Now there's an enemy over here, so let's see whether this automatically fills what we need to have filled. We've locked onto him. Hello my friend, there's no nav mesh, so you won't be able to chase me. That's fine, I forgot about that. Now, see, it hasn't actually updated that I've killed the bandit, because it doesn't know that that was a bandit to kill. So we do have to add an assassinate target on that one. So let's come down here, and we're going to put target. Whoops. My mouse has gone crazy. My keyboard, should I say. The quest target, and as you can see here, we've got this quest. We want to kill the bandit. Provide a bandit target action event. Quest provider, quest target. I don't think I actually need to put anything on there. Let's try and give that one a go, see whether that does it. If not, I will pause and I will rewatch the video to find out exactly what I have to do. Wah, here we go, complete. Alright, so now we've got the bandit, and I'm going to have to equip the sword again. But that's not a sword. I don't think that does damage to him. No, it doesn't. But it does knock him down, and that's fun. And I'll show you guys how to do that kind of change in another video. I did actually have it already prepared, but I didn't want to go through the setup for it until I've finished the projectile properly. So now we've got this, we're going to cut him up. Had a little bit of trouble there hitting him in the first instance, I don't know what that was. No, so we still have our kill the bandit. Alright, so I'm actually going to pause the video there, and I will figure out how to do that, and I will get back to you. Okay, so back now. So there was one thing that I missed, and it was pretty obvious, so if you saw it before me, I do apologise for making you wait for the few seconds of the edit. So when we come down here, we need to go to events. So this is on our monster controller that we're trying to get here, our NPC. We need to go through on dead, we're going to click add, and what we're going to do then is we're going to minimise these so I can see it easier, and drag it up, drag it upwards. We're going to drop it on there, function, and then we're going to find quest target, and on target action, I believe, is what we need to set. So let's do that. That's fine. Now let's see that that works. Finding Mr. Helpy. Where are you? Here he is. And we've got the new quest. I'm going to use my rusty sword because why not? Still not going to let him run around just in case he messes things up for me. No. No, don't run away. I don't even have a nav mesh. No, come back. No. Oh. God. Alright, now I'm going to wait for my stamina to build back up. Hopefully he's far enough away. Going to stop. Oh, okay, this is painful. Oh boy. Oh, why did it not kill him? No, almost. He's almost dead. Catch up to him. No, don't miss it. This. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's go back over this again. Disregard that whole part of the video. That's torturous. I'm going to go to our fine sword because I think I do have the damage values slightly increased. I'm hoping I do. Yep. Alright. No worries, Helpy. Thank you. Oh, not again. Why is it doing this to me? There we go. And as you can see now, Kill the Bandit is finally completed. So there we are. We've completed our quest, and that's how quick and easy it is to set up the quest. Maybe not so quick to complete the quest, but quick to set it up. So thank you for watching this episode. Much as with the other the other tutorial series, the next thing we're going to tackle is setting up a vendor so that we can buy some of these weapons that I've started with and go from there. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.